Yeah, they're both training today. They haven't trained obviously up till then. Grant had an injection after the game against West Brom in his shoulder, and he feels a lot better after it. He's done some non-contact training, but that's as much as you could do. And Andrew needed to recover with a slight groin, and it was too risky to go and play games. And both managers and countries were understanding of that. No, it didn't go to plan. Unfortunately, Isaac had to go for a review back at Newcastle, obviously being the parent club, and they felt he had a slight effusion in the knee, so they've backed him off for another 10 days, so he's not trained yet. Gibbo will train today. He's made a really swift recovery, which is really good. So he's completed all his rehab work, and they were happy to hand him over to us now. So he's, if he trains well, he'll be available for selection. Johnny Rowe still hasn't come out of the gym yet. Obviously, stress-related injury. So we have to play it by ear. I think his scan was really positive, but I think he's got another couple of weeks before he can, start going pounding and putting weight through the shin. Adam Eder, obviously he had the operation, so he's still out. Yeah, Dimmy's been out on the grass running as well. Obviously no contact yet, but he's the closest to being back on the grass running. Lungy's still in a boot at the moment, and Sam obviously just doing the gym-based work. Yeah, no, there's a few that I haven't seen, but I've been in touch with all of them. They've all had good times. Really good for Kenny to start the game against Ukraine and help get Scotland promoted. AJ's obviously played for the 20s, scored, assisted, captained them I think as well. Nacho's played minutes as well. He'll probably recover today because he's been on his feet quite a bit, looking at his training load from being with Chile. And Sarge has just played the 45 minutes for America as well. Yeah, no, I had 3 days off after the West Brom game, and then got back to it. The lads who've stayed behind have worked really well, to be honest. They've trained well and knuckled down. And I've always had this thing about calling it an international period and not a break, because the ones who are actually going and representing their countries aren't having a break. They're working hard. So it's important that the rest of the players appreciate that and still keep themselves fully fit. Yeah, well, I've sat down with players who've been here and done their debriefs on the game. We had 70% possession against West Brom, but unfortunately it was all amongst our back four and our holding midfielder, and we never really got in and hurt them, and we never moved the ball quick enough, and took too many touches at times. So yeah, we've come up with ideas of why it was what it was, and you also have to credit the opposition at times, because they packed the midfield in a 4-5-1 and made it really, really difficult to get any space in the pockets where you want to get it, and you've got to move the ball quicker at stages like that. No, not really. I think if I'm an opposition, I'd be scared that if we do it you could get battered. So no, listen, there's always elements that you can work on, and there's teams that are trying to stop you playing as well, and good teams at that with good coaches. So we have to come up with solutions to it. Sometimes our performances haven't been where we've wanted them to be, but sometimes we've been unplayable. We just need to put it all together over 90. Yeah, I mean, they're not in the best runs of results at the moment, but some of their performances have been really good. I mean, they were 2-0 down and 3-1 down at Burnley, and came back to draw 3-3 at Burnley. They're an aggressive team. They like to, especially during their home games, from what I've seen, and they've got some good players there. So yeah, it's going to be a test. Well, my analyst said we've got 9 games. He said we've got 5 on Saturdays and 3 on Tuesdays, and I did say to him that that adds up to 80 when I went to school. But yeah, we're looking. Listen, it is what it is. We know there's a World Cup, so we've had to pack some games in. And we've just got to see it as an opportunity to go and get as many points as we can, as early as we can. but it's certainly going to be testing for everybody's squad. Yeah, and then I'll continue to repeat myself. We appreciate everybody who's going up there. I mean, the lads or the fans that went up to Sunderland the other week, and they're going again, and they might even get a go on the Big Dipper.
Absolutely. Cheers, Dave.
Cheers, thank you.